Peterborough take on Leicester in the FA Cup 12:30 on Saturday. Peterborough have only lost one of their last 14 games in the FA Cup, and that loss was to Chelsea. Leicester have kept a clean sheet in each of their last 5 games, and Iheanacho has been directly involved in 8 goals in 8 FA Cup appearances, averaging a goal every 55 minutes. This one, the banker, Iheanacho to score any time. Huddersfield take on Birmingham in the FA Cup 3 p.m. on Saturday. Birmingham have been knocked out in each of the last 4 FA Cup ties against Premier League opposition. However, Huddersfield have won 1 of their last 7 competitive matches, and Sam Gallagher has scored 5 in his last 7 games for Birmingham. So for me, I think Birmingham could edge this, but my tip will be Gallagher to score any time.
On Saturday, Middlesbrough host Brighton. Borough have won 4 of the last 6 games and have kept clean sheets in 3 of those. Since Tony Pulis took charge, they've not been beaten by more than 1 goal. Brighton have only won 1 of their last 13 Premier League games and have failed to score in 9 of those. Can't see many goals in this one, so I'm going for under 2.5 goals. League 2 Notts County host Premier League Swansea City. Notts County have lost their last 2 home games, both 2-1. Swansea have picked up 4 points in their last 2 away games in the league, and they beat Wolves in the previous round away from home. In fact, they've picked up since Carlos Carvalhal took charge. They've only lost 1 game in the last 6. So for that reason, I'm going for a Swansea away win. Watford travel to St Mary's to take on Southampton. These are 2 of the worst form teams in the Premier League. They only have 1 win between them in their last 11 matches apiece. Southampton's last 5 home matches have seen both teams to score though, and Watford haven't kept a clean sheet since November. Woeful. So for me, both teams to score looks like a banker.
Saturday, 3 p.m, Wigan host West Ham in the FA Cup 4th round. Wigan are currently flying and are unbeaten in 14 games across all comps. In fact, how about this for a stat? Only Man United and Man City have won more competitive games this season than Wigan. They also love being the FA Cup underdog, winning 6 of the last 8 cup games against Premier League opposition. This game has come at a very bad time for West Ham, with all of their main strikers sidelined through injury. I smell an FA Cup upset, so I'm going to go with Wigan to win. Saturday, 5:30 p.m, Spurs travel to Newport County. Things are not looking too bright for the League 2 hosts. They haven't won an FA Cup match against a top-flight opponent since January 1964. To make matters worse, Spurs have progressed in each of their last 15 FA Cup ties as a top-flight side against teams from the 4th tier or lower. They're also in very good form at the moment and remain unbeaten in their last 5 competitive games. No surprises here, this should be a walk in the park for Spurs. I'm going for Spurs half-time, Spurs full-time.